I actually found something else that I think I'd like to start the show with that no one on this panel knows anything about. Now, I saw this trailer. I don't know if anybody on YouTube has covered this yet. It's called Bros. We're rolling.
Hey guys, it's Bobby Lieber coming to you from the future home of the LGBTQ+ museum. Everyone is really excited and totally getting along.
This happens to be Bisexual Awareness Week, and no one has acknowledged it.
That's as good as it gets. It gets weirder. This is a real movie. This is not a Saturday Night Live skit trying to be ironic.
For a minute, I thought this was the Lord of the Rings stuff you were talking about.
Well, it could be. It could be. This could be the Orc Army. I'm going to show you a little bit more.
History Month was in March. Nobody said a goddamn thing. Of course, lesbians get a month and we get a week.
So what's happening? Didn't you guys have an announcement?
This is a little unexpected, but we are in a throuple situation.
Wow.
Dear God in heaven.
Is this Paul Feig?
This is real. This isn't trying to be ironic. This isn't trying to be like quirky. This is a legitimate movie. This trailer came on before Elvis in a packed movie theater in western rural Texas. Let me tell you how flat this fell. Let's just say that. Am I being insensitive by pointing out how weird this movie feels and looks?
I'm there with you. I'm uncomfortable watching it, but I guess goes with everything else. It's not made for me anymore, so nothing seems to be made for me. So
it just comes off as cringe. It comes off as kind of obnoxious, in my opinion.
I would say that this is going to be punny, but I'm waiting for the turn, quote unquote, where the comedy starts and the plot turns. So we'll see.
There's no bigot yet. Where's the bigot?
Well, we're the bigots.
It seems to be a bit tongue-in-cheek. Like, I feel like they are trying to kind of break that fourth wall or whatever, but Zaxx, you said, I'm waiting for that thing to drop where it's like, oh, but this quirky thing is about to happen to further the plot. But I'm wondering if this just is the plot. I don't know.
You're in a throuple? Let me tell you what's progressive now. Being alone. I love my life. I love my freedom. I love my independence.
That's kind of sad.
That I don't want to be in a throuple. I don't even want to be in a couple.
Bobby, I had sex with that 65-year-old.
Jesus, he's...
Excuse me.
Am I the problem? Am I the problem? Just like, let me tell you what this meant to me. This movie and this trailer told me that we are at peak all of this. This feels like the Walmart version of LBGTQ. That's what this feels like. This feels like the ultimate algorithmic big studio co-optation of all of the narratives we've been hearing for how many years? I legitimately don't know who the hell this movie is made for.
Is it made for that community?
I don't know. Would that community go see it?
Is this coming out in the box? This is like actually being released in cinemas?
This is a movie that is going to be released in the theaters.
It's not going to make any money. Then you're going to, of course, see all the headlines behind it.
It just seems like they're creating caricatures and stereotypes that we were told we shouldn't treat people as caricatures or stereotypes.
Yeah.
I think our protagonist here, which is, I'm assuming, the guy who's narrating all this, he's probably the one that people are going to start relating to, where he's like, well, I'd rather just be single or whatnot. And he has all these comedic stereotypes around him, because I'm seeing in the credits that it's like from the directors of Forgetting Sarah Marshall or the producers of Bridesmaids, which are funny, but they're all heterosexual rom-coms. Okay. And so I think what they may be trying to do is a LGBTQIA plus rom-com. I have to get the IA plus in there so that we don't. That's what I'm assuming they're going for with this. Only because if I had not seen those credits, I think they're just trying to do a rom-com for that sphere.
Because he's ripped.
I know. It's like they injected steroids into Dumbledore. Oh my God, that's Aaron. He's very hot.
Gay guys are so stupid.
I know. But we've been smart enough to brand ourselves as being smart.
It's our little secret.
You met a guy?
I don't think I'm his type. He's like gay Tom Brady.
What do you...
Maybe we don't have to say anything. Maybe we can just, I mean, this isn't this isn't made for me, and that's okay. If there are people who enjoy it, that's cool. I just don't know of anybody that I know who's gay is going to like this. I mean, I don't. You know, this seems like everything they kind of told me I shouldn't think about them. But you know,
I'm bouncing between it's harmless because it's just being a comedy and just it's probably not going to make any money. But I mean, you want to take a shot at making a comedy about whatever the hell you want to make a comedy about. I mean, fine.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about it when nobody watches it.
Psycho Dwarf 9, thank yous. A $2 super chat says, remember, Hollyweird is where trends go to expire. And I agree. And that's kind of what I was trying to hint at earlier when I was talking about this trailer, where this to me was the high watermark of pushing this. I'll just call it an agenda, in my opinion. You know, whatever it might be.
Well, one thing that's crazy is Flaccid is saying that these are all gay singers, but George Michael wasn't gay, was he?
No.
Oh, yeah, he was. Yeah, of course.
He was super straight. He had models in his videos and everything.
Let's just watch a little bit more of
What
this.
are you into? One of these ripped idiots with no opinions?
No, I'd like someone who's physically very frail and won't stop talking.
And I bet he's as intimidated by you as you are by him.
I'm down for whatever.
Yeah, I can do whenever and I can do whatever.
Cool, whatever, whenever. GIF of Michael Scott dancing. Office GIF? This person isn't gay.
I need you to be honest with me. You like these rowy, meathead idiots. Oh, they're fighting. You like that?
Hey.
I can be tough like your boys. Oh, that's what you like, huh?
What's going on?
Oh, that's cool. Bye bye.
So the biggest problem is it's not funny.
Yeah,
It's not.
It's just not funny either.
like who's writing this?
Guys, I can't even be funny about this.
Like,
I
make
was
it
just like, what the hell is this?
Like,
You
make
know?
it compelling. To make it a little edgy. Come on. I mean, in terms of comedy,
It's-
we completely regressed compared to like a decade and a half ago.
In forms of comedy, yeah, this is an edgy comedy. In terms of the content or the source material, they're trying to be edgy. You know what I mean? Like, they're trying to be very outwardly thruple. Look at how quirky and like weird. Isn't that just hilarious? But it doesn't come off that way. It just comes off as, like you were saying, Salty, a stereotype, which is extremely harmful for these communities. Because then these white liberal women are going to go watch this and think, how cute, look at this. And then they actually meet a gay person in real life and they have all these stereotypes. And it's like, well, that's not necessarily true.
Why aren't you the cute caricature that I saw in the movie?
Right.
Wow.
Follow me on this one, though, for a second. Now, what if the camera zooms out and it's Kurt Russell and he's got a checklist saying, is this gay enough? And checking boxes. What if it's a fourth wall breaking film where it's like they're trying to make the gayest movie, but it's people who aren't gay? That could be funny.
That would be funny. No, I think that would be fun. Well, I think that's the biggest problem with this whole thing is it's not funny. Something like that would be funny if you like cut in and it's a bunch of people in a writer's room going, did we get these check marks? Yes. All right. And they're patting each other on the back. And then some guy just comes up with thruple and they're like, yes, right. That's funny. This is just not.
Oh, you got a parade.
Happy Pride. Happy Pride. Now I have to go to a pride party and you're both too old to be in the pool. Please leave.
People are threatening to boycott the museum.
You can't say Lincoln was gay.
If we don't do this, we're letting the heterosexual terrorists win.
There are trans.
Yikes.
What?
What?
Did you hear what I heard? What
Yes, I did.
Funny?
This is why I don't get it. Like, what am I missing? I mean, it's not made for me.
Heterosexual
I get it.
terrorist.
Who the hell is this made for?
Zaxx is right. If this was all the straight people making the gay movie, you got something. But oh my god, heterosexual terrorists. It's like you're alienating the whole viewing public.
So what are they going to do? They're going to say we're all ists and phobes because we don't go see their crappy movie?
Trans terrorists too. Caitlyn Jenner.
You're so different from me. You're very intense.
I like to keep things chill.
I can be chill, just like a manly man.
Sup? I got you. You gonna need some help here.
Okay, I'm gonna need some help here, bro.
What is going on with you?
My whole life, I prided myself on being self-reliant, but this guy has gone into my head.
Maybe you're both bottoms and that's the problem.
So, well, I have a couple of friends that are conservative and gay. Some of them
me
actually
too.
served with me in the Marine Corps, which is like one of the gnarliest, most hardcore branches of the military. And I guarantee even they who are part of the LGBTQ community would look at this and go, not for me. It feels much more like Twitter speak or like Twitter world. Because like I said, I have multiple friends who are on both sides of the aisle, left and right, but they all happen to be homosexual. Even they would probably see this and go, you know what, this just isn't for me. So
Yeah.
it will probably most likely be for a small niche audience. But I do see what they're doing with the rom-com aspect of things. It definitely is trying to be a I love you, man, Forgetting Sarah Marshall,
Is it?
Bridesmaids.
I never saw those, so I never saw
Okay.
those. So
All right,
I'll take your word
that's,
for it. I
That's
will.
the humor that I'm getting from this.
Bottom Gay sex was more fun when straight people were uncomfortable with it.
What I found troubling about that is the kids.
Yeah.
Talking
like that in front of kids. Jesus.
I'm going to walk away from this trailer unless you guys really need to see the end of it, but I wanted to bring this up.
But
I wanted to bring this up because I didn't think anyone was talking about it. I wanted to get some conversation around this and understand, am I, an istinophobe and an incel and all those things? Or is this as cringe? Well, obviously, but is this as cringe as I perceived?
It's cringe, but I want to ask Max a question about his military time, because if you have gay men in the Marines with you, how do you tell when hazing stops and flirting starts?
Well, I might not be the best one to answer that because I think Flaccid would know much more about that aspect.
It's flirting for him all the time.
Yeah, because I mean, for him, he might have a completely different. Hazing for him is really just flirting.
First base.
So I think we should probably ask Flaccid if I see him in the chat. So
he says Max was a nice glittery officer with a smile.
Oh, boy.
There
Shots
we
fired.
go.
Shots
Sparkles. Oh, that's it.
Hey, I got my fair share of knife hands to the face. All right.
Oh, there we go.
Those are stern, talking tos. So
yeah. Has ever. This is Salty Texas C. I am Corey DB. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you've seen and heard, please hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you on board. That way and we have things like live streams, which we are going to be doing every Tuesday evening. Take care. I hope you're having a great 2022.